Marcelo Meyer hitting a couple home runs in AAA. Roman Anthony doing his thing in AAA as well. How quickly are these guys going to be up in Boston?
Yeah, when is it going to be Roman Anthony time in Boston? How many more Sedan Rafaela at bats are the Red
Yeah,
Sox going to
I've
watch
been beating
before they
this drum,
decide?
I feel like, for a while now. I would much rather have just started the season with Roman Anthony. But to your point, like one of these guys who's in the big leagues has a very team friendly contract extension, and the other two are in the minors and don't. And maybe just defensive alignment and position, it made more sense for Christian Campbell to start opening day. We'd heard some rumors about Christian Campbell maybe being in a position to be on the opening day roster for a long time now. But I still just think ultimately the best lineup for the Red Sox includes Roman Anthony and maybe even Marcelo Meyer as well.
I understand why Sedan Rafaela is up right now, but and he is a useful big league player.
He's a
I mean,
bench. He's a nice bench and super utility piece.
he's a very good defender at multiple premium positions.
Yeah.
And look, maybe he's able to eventually unlock something with the bat, but the quality of the at bats, like it, that's never been a strength of his. He is a free swinger. He does not make good swing decisions. I just think the offensive ceiling or just the offensive ability that he brings to the table is pretty limited and really is probably better suited on a team that has playoff aspirations to be in a reserve utility role. I mean, look, great. I think he signed for like 10 grand out of Curacao, something like that the Red Sox signs was a fantastic international signing. But it's hard to if we're looking at this a month into the season, it's gonna be, and even right now, it's hard to think that if you want to put your best team on the field, that team doesn't have Roman Anthony, who's the best
Hmm.
position prospect in baseball and should not be in the Red Sox lineup, and that's Sedan Rafaela should be there.
You're talking about Rafaela's just at bat quality, and I really quickly checked his out of the zone swing percentage to see if it was changed, and then I pulled up a leaderboard of every player in baseball to see who was the most aggressive in terms of swinging at pitches out of the zone. The two players at the very top of this list, number one, Cedon Rafaela, 58.6% out of the zone swing rate. And then Trevor Story, number two, 56.9%. So there we go. Boom. Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, put him up, plug and play. Although I think Trevor Story has actually been productive to this point, and also has a history of being just a productive big league hitter. So
Well, I mean, even in Trevor Story's case,
to be
I
clear,
like
I do think that Marcelo Meyer, I would just rather have him on the team right now. But I understand. I could easily see a defensive, like a case made for, yeah, Trevor Story should just be in the lineup more than Rafaela.
yeah, I mean Trevor Story's he's 32. But and the last time I understand, obviously, he's been a lot of injuries, but even when he has been on the field the last
Hmm.
2 years, he hasn't been that good the last few years, and certainly the injuries play some factor
Hmm.
into that. But it's been a while. It's been like since 2021, 22, when he was a really productive player when he was
Yeah.
on the field, and even then, that's been some decline from where his peak years were in Colorado. So, in Meyer's case, look, I get it. He hasn't played much he hadn't played at all in AAA. So I get wanting to send him there and see how things go. As exciting as spring training was, now maybe he's saw with a big league team this summer or maybe by the end of the month. I don't know when his timetable is, but with Roman Anthony, I I would be getting him up to the big leagues as quickly as possible. And I'm sure these contract extension talks are happening probably with both players right now, and that's probably a factor in why both of them are in Worcester instead of Boston
Hmm.
right now. But if you just want to put the best team on the field, I would absolutely have Roman Anthony up in Boston right now.
But not Meyer.
I mean,
I think gun to your head, you
I
probably
would,
would still. But yeah, Roman Anthony is just such a no brainer.
yeah, I think Anthony is an easy. I would throw a. I mean, I would throw that Jackson and they're probably not. They don't want to throw that Jackson Churchill. I probably want to throw that dang Christian Campbell contract
Yeah,
at both of them and see if one of them will bite and think maybe we don't have to. But
yeah.
Roman Anthony is the number 2 prospect in baseball. The only reason he's not number 1 is because of Roki Sasaki. So he's the best position prospect in baseball. I think he's ready now. I mean, he's crushed AAA. He has a really good swing, controls the strike zone. He's got well above average raw power. Um, Everything in his history, everything in his skill set says he's ready. Now, all right, some guys still come up. Jackson Holiday came up, wasn't very good last year.
Yeah, Roki
So
Sasaki's a bum at the big league level now, so who knows?
so it happens. I mean, that's possible. He comes up and struggles anyway, but I think we probably, I don't want to say we know, but we, we kind of see what Sedan Rafaela, I think, is
Yeah.
at this point, which is, again, a useful
Mhm,
big league player,
mhm.
but there's just so much more upside with Roman
Yeah.
Anthony if you want to plug him in right now.
Yeah, and a couple wins could be the difference in winning this division, getting into the playoffs. Like the whole middle of the pack in baseball this year seems really close in terms of just talent and expectations. So, and like you said earlier, like the wins and losses that you're getting early this year, even if we don't think it's reflective of talent or the future projections for teams, like they are on the books. Like you can't take those away. So when we always get down the stretch and we're talking about a few games here and there, like the magnitude of those games feels bigger at the very beginning and the very end, especially. But yeah, if you think that you're leaving anything on the table or off the table, I don't know if I'm using that metaphor accurately. Either way, I'm with you. I want Roman Anthony on the team.